The whistle's in your hand. Everyone's watching. The game is going great, and then it turns in an instant. Do you have the confidence and the courage to get the decision right in one of the biggest games that you've ever had? We just saw in the Gold Cup final between the United States and Mexico, where Mario Escobar had one of the biggest decisions of the game to deny a penalty kick for clear hand-to-ball contact. He knew the considerations, he knew the sequence, and he applied the laws correctly in probably one of the biggest decisions and the highest pressure moments that we have seen in refereeing as of late. These big games that you and I have pale in comparison to what just happened yesterday. But the pressure and the level of the decision is no less important to those players, to those spectators, and to those coaches, because they've worked their butts off to get to that game, just like you've worked your butt off to win that assignment. And we deserve to have the courage and the confidence in ourselves to be able to make the biggest possible decision and to get those decisions correct, just like Mario Escobar. These bigger games just feel different. It's not your average Saturday or Sunday youth game. It's a playoff. It's a final. It's something that you feel is completely and totally different from any other match that you've had. These games are not your average run-of-the-mill games. They are playoffs. They are finals. They are high-level showcases. The talent on the field is different. The pace is much faster. The technical and tactical levels of the game are clearly at a higher level. You have higher level coaches. You have higher level observers, and they're all watching you. These big games don't wait for you to be ready. They expect you to be prepared. They expect you to be ready. And when you step on that field, it is your domain, because in an instant, the game can switch. Whether it's a crunching tackle, a handball, a goal line decision, everybody who's worked their butt off to get there is expecting you to get that call correct. Do you have the courage and the confidence to make the correct call? These are the moments where your confidence is going to either kick in or it's going to crumble. And it all depends on your preparation. I won't lie, I've had some big games. I've had my confidence rattled because I was either moving way too fast, trying to keep up with play, trying to analyze tactically, making sure my positioning was correct, and then suddenly something shifts and I'm out of place. These are the moments that can rattle even the most experienced referees, so you're not alone. In that moment, when that handball shout happens, when that crunching tackle happens, and you're in the right position and you nail the decision, that level of confidence can be intoxicating. You can be so confident, but that overconfidence can also set you back when the next decision comes. And on the flip side, if you miss that decision, that doubt can linger and it stays with you for the rest of the game and even into training sessions and the following games and everything else in between. It is really, really dangerous to sit with it and to let it eat at you. How you handle the overconfidence and the gulf between that lingering doubt will help you understand exactly how to move forward and how to grow. We always want that confident feeling, but when we let the doubt linger and we don't respond to a mistake in the correct manner, it can set us moving in the wrong direction. So that's my first tip. You need to learn how to respond to mistakes instead of avoiding them. You need to be able to reflect and look back and understand why the mistake was made. Get feedback from your crew, get feedback from observers, and even if you can, watch the footage yourself and you can see the difference. And you can learn from a positioning mistake. You can learn from not being in the right spot at the right time, or simply misjudging contact. It all plays in to that level of confidence, being able to build that mental resilience so that you can get the decision right. Your growth in the game isn't about how many decisions you get right, it's how you respond to the decisions that you get wrong. Because one decision doesn't define you, it doesn't define your game, it doesn't even define your season. One decision doesn't define you. It won't define your game, and it's certainly not going to define your season. How you respond to those decisions that you get wrong will absolutely set you up for more success later on. I was speaking to one of my Instagram followers, and he made a really important comment of just stating, well, it's really all about confidence, isn't it? And boiling it down, whether or not you make a mistake or not, whether or not you get it right, whether or not you're in the right position or not, all of it is really subjective. But if you communicate and you do so in a confident manner, you can almost sell any decision that you have to make. And that's the reality for a lot of our lower level referees. It's not necessarily about making sure the game is called 100% correctly. We all know that can't happen. We don't have the tools, we don't have the training, we don't have the positioning, we don't have the technology. But what we do have is our confidence, and confidence is developed game in and game out, decision by decision by decision. Your experience is what's going to galvanize your confidence. Other pieces to that are going to be your knowledge of the laws, understanding how to apply them, understanding the considerations that go into decisions, and being able to apply the correct considerations for the correct sequences. All of these things start to matter. Another piece is visualization, giving yourself the mental practice to put yourself on the pitch in the attacking third. You see an attacker diving in and that tackle comes in late. You can visualize yourself blowing the whistle. Strong mechanic to indicating the reason. All of these things start to matter when it starts to developing and breeding confidence inside your own head. When you think about the mentality and the visualization, that's mental training. You also have to have physical training. You have to be able to keep up with the pace of play, to get into the right position, to be able to make the correct decision. If you're late to the position, you're late to the challenge, you're not going to get the decision right. Or the chances of the decision being wrong skyrocket. And finally, you have to look at film. You have to review sequences. You have to look and see how other referees are calling the game to be able to get the best possible decision and the most consistent decision across your games. Film sequences, like we do here in the referee circle, are absolutely critical to helping you develop a confident approach to your fouls and foul selection so that you can be consistent on the field and consistent in how your decisions get made. All of those elements work in conjunction to build your confidence. In addition to all of the decisions you make, game in and game out, the preparation, both mentally and physically, are all going to factor in to how you develop into a confident referee. Now, even in spite of all that, you're still going to make mistakes. They're going to happen. It is inevitable. Every referee out there has a game that they want back, has a decision that sticks in their head and that stays with them. Everybody has that happen to them. The difference is is that the best referees look at themselves in the mirror, look at the decisions that they made, and they own it. And they say, I made a mistake. I own it. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to move forward. Because that's the only way to improve and get better. The game's already in the past. We can't fix the mistake that we've just made. But we can fix it from happening again by reflecting, by training harder, by mentally visualizing ourselves in a better position, and we can get there. Those referees are the ones that reflect, they review, and they don't shirk from the critique. They seek it out. They use it to get better. These referees sit back and they reflect. They learn and they don't give up. They reflect on points of their positioning. They look at, could they have had a better angle? They look at, from a game situation sequence, did the pressure of the game get to me and did I make the right decision? Or did I change the decision because of that pressure? All of these things are part of great reflection in order to self-analyze and get even better as they go forward. Confidence isn't the absence of mistakes. Confidence is what you do when you make a mistake and you hold yourself accountable to get better. I think I've said it before, but a referee doesn't rise to the level of their hopes. You rise to the level of your habits. So the more you do and the more you prepare to build your confidence and to give yourself the best possible chance in terms of making the right decision and the most confident decision that you can, the better off you will be. If you want to thrive in these big game moments, under the highest pressure scenarios, under the brightest, hottest lights, you can't just hope that you're up to it. You have to develop the habits and prepare yourself to get there. You know the game. You know yourself. And when that big moment comes, when the pressure is highest, the lights are the brightest, I know you know to stand tall, to make the decision, and to move forward, no matter what the outcome is. If this resonates with you, I would love to hear about a big pressure moment that you learned something about yourself that you weren't aware of. How did you respond to pressure? How did you respond in a crisis of confidence? And if you need help with confidence, if you need help with making better decisions and developing that resilient mindset, check us out at school.com/therefereecircle. There's a lot of great referees inside the community that are happy to help you, bounce ideas off you, and really develop you into the best referee you can be. Until next time, all the best in your matches. Good luck out on the pitch.